somewhere. I don't know.
Welcome to Three Geeks Podcast, Episode 10.
Three Geeks.
Three Geeks.
I'm in my car, so it's not going to be as glorious as it normally is.
Yes, and Max is missing, so we don't have that beautiful, beautiful bass.
Three Geeks.
There you go.
Oh my.
He's like
Today...
a really tall Oak Ridge Boys guy.
Alright, so today we've got myself, Phil, Max, who is on hiatus. He'll be back shortly. He was here a second ago. Jason and Dan. As well, so this is episode number 10. If you're actually... Hey, there's Max. And
Yay!
there's Max's lovely face. Hey, we just did introductions, Max, so I had to say you went on hiatus temporarily. You're muted, sir, so I'm going to keep going. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying our podcast on YouTube, and rate and leave reviews on iTunes. Now, what do you want to say, Max? All right, you're still no audio, so we'll continue moving on.
Cool, I'll talk about Heroes. Let me talk about Heroes for a second. So, Heroes Reborn. I have not done the review in 2 weeks because the episode 2 weeks ago made me really, really sad, and it sucked. So I decided to wait and do it with this current one. And this show is, I'm still an optimist, but there are 3 storylines that are interesting. And it finally clicked with me. Since the beginning of the series, something has been off, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it, and I figured it out. So with even the bad seasons of Heroes, it still had a consistent narrative. Like, the tone of the stories were the same. Every time they switch to a different character, I feel like I'm watching a different show. Every time. And it's very hard to get into when you're watching 3 okay to good shows and then 3 bad shows, but none of the tone is not the same for anything. Does that pretty much sum up this season, Philip, in your opinion?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I'm trying to think if I watched the previous episode. I think so. I did not watch the latest episode, but I agree with you.
Well, I still say this is the best season of Heroes since 1. This, at least, the one good thing I can say about seasons 2, 3, and 4 is even if the tone wasn't great or that it was too humorous or whatever, at least it was consistent in the way they were telling the story. It wasn't dark. It wasn't light. It was, it was one tone. It wasn't switching back and forth. Heroes Reborn cannot figure out what the fuck they want to do. It's either silly or over the top or extreme serious or over the top or extreme serious. Guys, yeah. Come on. You've got 3 decent storylines. Let's get this shit together. Because as of right now, I'm hoping that you don't last. As much as I've kind of enjoyed the show, and that's the best you're going to get from me, I don't want it to continue. I want it to be done. And seeing Masa Aoki back as Hiro Nakamura is the highlight of your season so far. And if you listen to my previous podcast about Hiro Nakamura, you'll know that that's not necessarily a compliment. So come on, let's go from here, please.
We created a monster! Who is this person? What the fuck is going on?
I'm not, like I said, I don't hate this season of Heroes, but like Mike says on every cast that we do with him, we have the Flash and we have Arrow, we have Gotham, we have Supergirl, we've had what else has gone off the air since Heroes? We've had shows like Fringe. We've had shows like Fringe. We've had shows like Lost. We've had shows like 24, where this format of serialized television has been done better so many times since Heroes went off the air. This superhero format has been done better since Heroes went off the air. And now that we have Heroes back, you guys are not trying to reinvent the wheel. You're just giving us what we already saw. And unfortunately for you, it doesn't hold up anymore because so many people have come and gone, and they've taken what you started it. You're the OG. I respect that, at least for the current. I mean, the OG is Twin Peaks, but for this current incarnation of serialized television, Heroes brought it, but unfortunately they're not trying to do anything new. And I hope that this season proves me wrong, because I'm a guy who thinks the season's okay, but it's not good.
Max,
or great. It's not great.
Calm down, buddy. Just chill out. Take a breather.
Sorry, man. That black asshole on my shoulder just won't shut up.
Big.
Hey,
What
hey.
did we do?
That's not a racial comment. Max said that on a previous cast, so I
What
apologize
have
if I offended
we
you.
unleashed on the internet?
Hey, I still stand by my rape comment a couple weeks ago. Teach
Who
your
brought
kids
that
what these
up?
words mean. What's
Who
that?
the hell brought that up?
That started this whole
Not only does he
ranting
stand
and
by
raving.
it, he's very
That's the
proud
cast
of it.
That's the cast
You're
that brought it
saying-
out.
I'm like Jason on a rant, and Jason's like, so what? I said rape.
You're about to get another rant.
I was like, "Hey, that was weeks ago."
Oh my. So if you've been missing the bottom line is if you've been missing Heroes Reborn, you haven't missed anything. And I actually think I might have mistitled one of the episodes. I need to go back and check. I might have mistitled it Heroes Unborn. But that might make us all happy.
That's great. I love it. That works.
Oh man! Did anybody watch Back to the Future?
No.
I did not.
I gotta say that I told Max this. Back to the Future trilogy is a franchise that I love a lot, and I think for this Back to the Future 2 and the whole Marty McFly coming to the future thing, this has been one of the best viral campaigns since. Well, I mean, next to the Star Wars one, obviously. You can't hold a candle to that. But this has been one of the best viral campaigns I've seen for a movie released 30 years ago ever. They released the USA Today newspaper when Marty was in the future. It's got his son on the cover being arrested. Like, that was actually out on newsstands. Like, they have fake trailers for Jaws 19. They have hoverboard commercials. It's brilliant. Brilliant to everybody involved with the marketing for Back to the Future 2, because you made Back to the Future relevant again in a big way.
Yeah, I definitely did not check it out. Dan, did you rewatch Back to the Future?
I
Two
did.
or any of them?
I meant to, and then I ended up watching Jurassic World instead. So no.
Was that a good trade-off, sir?
No.
Oh, I like it. Oh, all right. Any more rants, Jason?
No, I'm good.
All right. I mean, they can
we
be
gonna
positive rants.
Are we going to talk about the Adam Sandler trailer? Let's get into that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
I figured I wanted to go a little lighter, Jason.
You said you wanted to rant. That's going to get one, so.
Oh, no. Well, now I have two topics that will get rants, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to start off with a nice little peaceful thing that I don't know if everyone saw, but Ant-Man is closing in on $500 million. Which is what's more interesting about it is the majority of that is international, over 300 million of it. Does that surprise anyone, Dan?
Not really. I mean, it's cool. It made a lot of money. Hopefully, it'll make them do more low-budget, cool stuff again. But as far as the international stuff goes, have you seen many international action movies that can hold a candle to Hollywood polish? Not really.
No, not really. Very few. Max?
Yeah, I'm just watching this Ridiculous 6 trailer right now.
Oh, okay.
This is good stuff. But Ant-Man getting 500 mil. Yeah, man, I like this movie. I think it's getting every penny it deserves. Obviously, I threw money at it myself. I went and saw it 3 times in the theaters. So yeah, I feel I tell the people at Marvel and Disney, you're welcome. You're welcome for my money. I'm glad you guys hit 500 million.
Jason?
Max is lying. He accounts for $1 million at that box office. Hey, it's kudos. Marvel knows what they're doing. Marvel is being emulated by every studio in the movie game right now. So, they were able to scale it back, which is something that people were always questioning. It's like, after Infinity War, what do? Well, they've got to eventually scale it back, and then Ant-Man comes out and they prove that they can. They can scale it back without people questioning it or being like, oh, come on, man. how you're not going to raise the stakes and make it better, bigger and better than the last one. So good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I think I was surprised. I figured it would do well, but I was surprised it actually hit the numbers it did, just because it didn't do so well in the U.S. But I think this is also proving something to just general movie studios, and it kind of goes with what Dan says, the polish. But it's also that the world market is going to make the movie studios go round at this point. So I'm happy to see it hit 500 million. I was actually curious if it would, just because it didn't do so well in the U.S. But it's kind of proving to the point that the world is changing. That everywhere else in the world makes the movie studios work. All right. So since I don't know if Max has yet had a chance to finish. I mean, it's a little bit of a long trailer. It's not a very good trailer. So we'll go one more topic. So this one.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done? All right. Then
Actually, I should say I got a minute and a half into it, and that's really all you need.
I'm not even
took that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure you need that much. You literally watch the first few minutes, and it's literally like, what the hell are they trying to do? But anyways, so this is Adam. So just to preface the story for people who don't know, it's Adam Sandler's first trailer for his new Netflix movie, The Ridiculous Six, which seems just as ridiculous as the title of the movie. I watched this trailer, and I didn't laugh. I was waiting. I was like, come on, they've got to have one thing funny in this entire thing. And there was just nothing. It was just stupid. I think there was one point where I almost laughed when, oh god, I can't think of the guy who does, who's like the muscly guy on the Old Spice commercials.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. The only part that I somewhat giggled, I didn't even laugh. I just thought, oh, that's humorous, is when they raise, who's, the white guy, right? It's the father of everybody, and then he raises his hand. And I was like, ha, that was it. Is there anything else? Nope. This isn't worth my time. Not money, because I'm a Netflix subscriber. I'm just going to avoid it like the Black Plague.
Yeah, that's great. You get it for free, you're still not going to watch it.
Well, Philip, you're the one reviewing it, so you better get on it.
Oh, that's bullshit. Dan, comments?
I'll trade you that for 3 episodes of Gotham, Phil.
Oh, I don't know. That's
I mean, I will watch the Adam Sandler movie during the airing of every Gotham episode versus watching Gotham.
That might be doable. Really, like this week on Gotham, Adam Sandler got a bunch of his buddies together, and then.
Oh my god.
The only thing I have to add is I was surprised that you sounded surprised, Phil, when you said you didn't laugh when you watched the trailer. Because as we all know now, Adam Sandler isn't funny anymore at all.
Yeah, but generally you luck into one joke. I mean, that's horrible. It's like, no one watched the trailer. I mean, there was moments in that trailer that I'm like, why did they shoot this? This has no context and isn't even funny. Because I'm like, where's the rest of this joke?
See, the thing you're not realizing is, Philip, like, how many times did you watch the trailer?
Once. I wasn't going to watch it more than that.
Right. See, you only watched it one time. Now, in your memory, you watched the whole trailer and you had all those bad thoughts. But in reality, you had all of those thoughts in the first 5 seconds of the trailer.
This is very true.
Oh, my.
Yeah, even the other shitty Western comedy that came out a few years ago had one good laugh in it.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about...
A Million Ways to
Die in
the West.
And
that
that
had
one
a
came
lot
from
more
Christopher
funny
Lloyd.
moments.
No, had the one with Christopher Lloyd in the bar,
Jason,
and that was
what's
it.
up, dude?
I mean, it wasn't very good.
What is
He's
up
about
with
to
you,
go
man?
murder somebody.
No, are you okay? For real?
I am. I'm great. I've just learned how to express my opinions.
I mean, goodness sake, like, take it easy, bro. You can't just go from 0 to fucking 75, man. You gotta get there.
It's probably because we've been hanging out so much over the last year and a half. It's rubbed off.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. You can't go back to the kids with that attitude, man. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work.
Oh,
I'm actually curious where Jason is going to end up with all of this misplaced rage. Because we saw him driving. Now he's walking. Knock on somebody's door and he's like, kick him out.
That's why I said he's our new serial murderer.
Yeah, we're like watching the actual found footage of the found footage movie they're gonna make of this.
I don't have a rant. I just want to plead to Adam Sandler, dude. You are in my opinion, you're a fantastic actor. Every time he's gone out to bat in dramatic roles, even if the movie has been less than good, he's always been extremely strong. Stop making comedies. You're not good at them anymore. Go do some drama for a while, and maybe 4, 5, 6 years down the line, you'll actually get a good idea, and then you can come back, make an awesome comedy, and we can all be happy. But you keep churning out the same crap. I felt like I was watching a comedy version of The Expendables, because the last 30 seconds of the trailer was just, his and her old school names from the 80s and 90s, like Nick Nolte's in it, and Rob Schneider. Dude, you kicked Rob Schneider out of your last movie. Now you're bringing him back. I don't understand what's going on in here. I'm even worse without Rob Schneider. Let's get him back. Maybe I could be less bad. But
seriously, where are you?
I'm at my sister-in-law's house. They're inside watching TV, so I had to go outside. But I don't want to rant in there. But look, man, I'm a big fan of your drama movies, so give us more of those, please.
I'm going to have to disagree with you wholeheartedly. I think, Adam Sandler, you have enough money. Quit.
Well, he can't. He's got 4 more movies with Netflix. I guarantee you one of them will be a sequel.
Fine. He can release movies on the Netflix because then I can just opt not to watch them. But I'm you're making pixels. I got to see your freaking, your commercials all day and night. If you guys hadn't told me that this trailer came out, I wouldn't have watched it. I would have never known it existed.
I'm glad to ruin your day, Max.
Yeah, well, fuck you too, bro.
Oh my god, it was so terrible. Well, I ran across it in IGN. I was like, oh, that came out. Oh god, that's just as awful as I thought it would be. Worse, actually.
Yep, it's worse.
When does that come out?
I don't know, soon? They're probably not even releasing a date. They're just trying to get it out there. They realize they paid him too much money.
As every producer in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to star in movies other people write. Maybe that'll be better, and come up with an idea. Maybe he'll be better. I doubt it, but that's our only hope at this point. So on to interesting, or better news. I'm going to say better news. It really is better news. Well, Common's an okay actor, but Common joins John Wick 2 as the lead villain, and the part I like is Ian McShane's returning as basically that hotel owner. He was definitely an interesting part, the we don't do violence here, we all agree. So I'm actually looking forward to John Wick 2. I thought the first one was a fun movie. I thought it was interesting. I'm kind of interested to see where they go and kind of what they take next. Dan?
I have no real yay or nay to this one at all.
No?
I have yet to see John Wick.
Oh, so. Okay. I understand the middle of the road then. Jason?
I don't know.
I have
Sounds
John
great.
Wick sitting.
Cool. I
have John Wick sitting by my couch to watch this week, but anything that could make me want to watch a Keanu Reeves movie is a win. So, and I think Common's an okay actor. I think he's kind of up there with Ludacris, where he's good as long as he's supporting, not being the lead. So him being the lead villain, we'll see how it works out.
I gotcha. Hey, Max, I know
there you go, Max. That was short and sweet.
John Wick 2 is going to be fucking terrible. John Wick 1 was a fluke. It was lightning in a bottle, and this next movie is they're gonna be like, oh yeah, because now we need to explore the deep dark past of John Wick, and this is gonna be an enemy that he never thought he'd face again, and blah 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 blah, and it's just gonna be fucking terrible, and you know it, I know it, everybody fucking knows it, fucking Keanu Reeves knows it. It's just yeah. No, I'm not excited about this movie. I don't care. I mean, they could have got fucking Common, Morgan Freeman, fucking, and I don't know, Dame Judi Dench to be in this motherfucker, and I still wouldn't be excited about it.
No, Max. I mean, dial it back a little bit. It's not like they got the RZA in there.
Oh God, they should have got the fucking RZA.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, no, this movie's gonna be stupid. I have no faith in the John Wick movie. The first one was fun because you know, it was like, hey, look at this stupid little thing. It's not a very good movie, you know, like the action's pretty cool, but you know they've already made the John Wick movie, so now it's just going to be a rehashing, and it's gonna be shitty. I bet money this movie's gonna be shitty.
I mean, as long as it's got I agree with you. It won't be original anymore at this point, but they could at least make interesting action scenes. And if they do it the same, I agree with you. If they try to make Keanu Reeves delve into a deep character role, they will fail.
They can't do it.
No, and like, I think this is a lot like The Raid and The Raid 2. I really like The Raid, but it's a close, isolated incident where, you know, like the people, it's a short movie, and you get a bunch of action and a bunch of real cool shit thrown at you, but it's very, very short. Now, The Raid 2, they're like, yeah, we'll give you more of everything! And it's just like, we don't want more of everything. We need a quick action movie. So, I don't know, maybe they'll make, like, at best, it can just be another John Wick movie.
Exactly.
And, I mean, I guess that's not such a terrible thing, but I don't think it's going to be that good.
I agree with you. I don't think it'll be great. As long as they make another as long as they literally make another John Wick movie, I think it'll be fun and entertaining. If they try to do anything deeper than that, they're failing miserably and they miss the point of what they had. So I have a feeling this is going to be the night of the rants. That's what I'm going to call this on the podcast.
I have not changed a thing.
Hey, ranting is fun.
I've been mostly indifferent. So.
Well, this is true, but I haven't broken into Suicide Squad yet, Dan.
Boys, I gotta jump off.
All right.
All right, you guys have a great night. Everybody listening, we all love you. Thanks for all the views we got last week. Thanks for all the comments we got last week. Thanks for all the likes we got last week. We got more of all of that in a week than we have in quite a while, so we appreciate all of the support. Thank you very, very much from all of us, and we'll have a Comic-Con announcement soon. So that's all I got, guys. Have a good night.
Later.
See ya. I mean, does he have to be like, we got so many more likes in one day than we have, like, in the entire time we've been here? You know, like...
What did we get, like 5?
We got a bunch of likes. It was cool. You know?
Well, you know.
But, like, yeah, we did 5,000 times what we normally do.
You know, we gotta get that, you know, that support, man.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, you know, like, hey, I appreciate the hell out of anyone who's willing to listen to my dumbass, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't gotta be like, oh, yeah, you know, like, thank God we finally have friends.
Oh, Max.
On that note, I'm out of here now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we're a little too black for, you know, everything.
Oh.
Hey, man, I just feel bad that black people ruined that Star Wars movie, man.
Oh, my God.
What are they going to do about it? I mean, come on.
All the Star Wars. You see, I figured it out. Actually, I wish I would have been here while Jason. I would have figured it out while Jason was here. But in the old Star Wars movies, all the black people were evil.
Lando wasn't evil.
Yeah, but he was a betrayer.
He was.
Well, I mean,
which is worse in some cases. You'd say anyone willing to betray their good friends. Come on, there's a shitty fucking person.
Fair enough.
But now it seems like there's a black guy and he's a good guy. How does that make any sense?
Well, there was Mace Windu in the second one.
Yeah,
the second
you can just eclipse all the prequels as shitty and just, you know, pretend that they never happened.
That's a decent segue into the One News thing.
But there we go. I figured out why everyone's so pissed about Finn being in the Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just that he's black, but he's black and a good person.
Yeah, he's a good representation of black people, which we all know doesn't actually exist.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy crap. Wow.
Right? Apparently that's where we're at, right?
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, sir. I'm sorry.
I did hear about that. I thought I wasn't on the cast last week, but I thought that was the most ridiculous news ever. That
yeah,
he's ruining Star Wars.
Hey man, I just debunked it. We figured it out.
Yeah. You can't have black people as good
A positive.
characters.
Positive role model? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
no,
trying to
because
say?
we're not.
Yeah.
We're lying to children. Like, what if children watch the movie?
Oh
Then
my God.
they go to black people that like, oh, you could have been a Jedi Knight, you can save me or whatever, and then they get stabbed or robbed or whatever.
Remember all those people who just liked us?
Oh yeah, they're gone.
They're freaking gone.
Oh man, I just shot that with a blaster 10 times.
He's locked him in a room with Max for like 3 minutes. They're all gone.
Wow. I think that tops even sports nerds. And
Does it?
I don't know, man. That's close.
Okay.
I gotta listen to Sports Nerds. I'm
Hey man,
sorry. I
that
missed
show.
the last couple.
It's all cocaine and hookers and racism.
I got so depressed with my fantasy league that I just wandered off. Dude, like 3/4 of everybody that I picked are out. It's the saddest thing ever. I was like, screw it.
You gotta pick new guys, man. But Dan, don't feel bad though.
Yeah.
That is you're not doing as bad as Philip, and he knows what he's doing.
I know. No. The one week it was Philip versus Jason, and I was like, well, there's got to be a winner now, and they're freaking tied. It's brilliant.
Philip is the worst in our league.
No, that's not true, sir. I have
Oh,
won
yeah,
2
you
weeks
did
in a
beat
row.
Mike.
2 in a row, sir. 2 in a
You
row.
won 2 in a row. Good God, I know you beat Mike. And then who'd you beat this week?
Another guy that was 5-1.
Oh, nice. Wait, was it?
No.
Oh my God, 7?
Maybe.
Stairway
I
to
think
7?
So. Yes. I think so. Or it was. I think so.
Stairway to 7. I love you.
I think so. I have to go look it up. We can talk about it in Sports Nerds.
That's true. Sorry.
Yeah. Dude.
Sorry for that segue.
As we digress.
Sorry.
All right.
Anyway,
but I have won 2 weeks in a row.
I just had to top Jason. I had to
Actually,
top
you can join up, and we'll just talk about this during the Gotham review. It's fine. Nothing interesting happens in freaking Gotham, so it's fine.
Nice.
No one is getting on that Gotham review with you two.
No. I coerced my roommate to join. So yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well,
I think
congratulations, sir. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way I'm doing it again.
I kept trying to get Max to do it. No.
Dan has learned how to share the pain.
Yes.
All right. What's our next topic?
Yes.
Did everyone see? So I'm going to kind of touch on we're going to do 3 topics essentially at once, which is the Joker cover on Empire. If you all saw that, I wasn't sure about this one. The Jared Leto talking about Joker and his personality that he represented, and then what I thought was the dumbest news story, but apparently it's a news story or part of the movie, is Harley Quinn and Deadshot romance. Fail on my part. That was just stupid. I was like, is that just because it's Will Smith? Throw that out.
That's not actually just because of Will Smith. They in the comic books they did have a romance, so it's
okay.
That's been touched on before. Yeah, like the Joker like chucks Harley out of a moving car for no reason or whatever, and she decides she'd had enough and ends up with Deadshot, and they have a little fling and then they break up.
Okay, so I guess that's the movie.
Yeah.
Little do we know, we thought we were getting a bank heist movie. We're getting a romance.
Hey man, you gotta have a little romance in your bank heist. I mean, it's not a true bank heist unless they're in love.
Dan, anything in there particularly excites you or angers you?
As long as it has a catchy theme song, I'm good. No, it's funny because I was like kind of polarized the other way before this news. Like I didn't like Jared Leto, but I thought everybody else could like pull it off. But now that cover is equally disturbing. but his talking about it was kind of cool, I guess. but now it looks like everybody else is in the dumps. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I definitely.
My kind of wanting to see this film has gone from lukewarm to meh. So.
Yeah, I mean, so it was interesting. I agree. I thought the cover looked really cool, and I thought it was interesting. But I disagreed. Like when he started to talk about it, I was just like, "Huh? I don't really. That's not so interesting." I mean, he tried to play it off as him showing the dark side of the Joker, but he's talking about, oh God, I can't even remember what he called one of his people to do, and it was obvious that he knew he was in the character, and he couldn't go overboard. Because what he told the guy to do was just something that was like stuff a bunch of videotapes in your backpack and walk around with it. I'm like, so?
Yeah. And then he was. What was the one thing? He'd like listen to like 1920s music and read books on shamanism. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jared Leto is edgy and dark, okay? And his soul is tortured. And he gave a live rat to somebody on set.
Have a rat.
That's crazy. He's a dark, crazy Joker person.
Did he like give him the rat as a pet? It's like, here, have a rat.
Like, who cares? I just cannot wait for this stupid movie to come out. Like, just have the movie come out. I'm tired of it. We've been along for the entire ride of this movie. Can we just see the effing movie? Like, I don't want to hear any more about it. I just want the movie to come out. Jared Leto's an idiot. Everybody knows this.
Oh, I love it, Max. Yeah, that movie still comes out, what, next fall? It's not or is it March? Is it March? Okay. So that's why it's getting so. I was wondering. I was like, it can't be too far away. So it's March?
We're still got like fucking
more
5
months of this crap.
Yeah. Oh well. And well, you got Batman v Superman, which should be taking lead, but whatever.
Right?
I'll leave that alone, I guess. But anyways, and now that I've segued myself accidentally, no less. We've got apparently a fan rumor, which I don't want to be rude because I found out it's a fan rumor. At first, when I heard about this, I thought this was the dumbest thing ever. But I'm not going to be mean. But
You should.
Apparently, the fan theory. Well, so that's okay, Max. Everyone knows you're the mean guy. But the rumor is, well, the fan theory. It's not even a rumor at this point. Is Christian Bale is going to return in Batman v Superman. And the crux of the theory is that it's Batman v Superman, which the V actually stands for a 5 because they dropped off the S. That is literally the crux of this entire theory, which I was like, okay, I like that you're trying. I like that you want the Nolan movies and that you think the theme's the same, but no. Christian Bale. Batman is, so let me finish all of the theory. So the theory is that Ben Affleck's Batman is in fact Deadshot. Which doesn't even make sense considering they have a Deadshot in another movie.
Not Deadshot, Deathstroke.
Oh, Deathstroke. Okay. Then I guess they can pull that one off a little better since they don't have a Deathstroke yet. Good. Thanks for the save, Max. On the fan theory that I'm pretty sure you're going to debunk yourself and destroy to like little tiny shreds, like it's been through a paper shredder. But anyways, and the theory is that the Jared Leto's Joker is in fact Batman, or not Batman, Robin. That would be hilarious. He was Batman. And Christian Bale is going to return as the actual Batman. I thought this was elaborate and ridiculously long. The Huffington Post, no less, is the one that wrote an article all about this because they're like, this is impressive. This is a serious fan. And it was interesting. I don't believe any of it's possible. I like that it's somebody's really trying to bring back what they think is the best of Batman, but sorry to say they're gonna rain on their parade in the next movie. I don't think it's gonna be bad, but they're gonna rain on what they hope is their parade. Dan, I'm gonna save the best for last. We're gonna go to Max last.
Yeah, I mean, I would tell this guy that I've been in denial too sometimes, but he's got to work through it. But this is kind of ridiculous. Because I can pretty much stop this whole theory with one statement, and it's, why would you replace one bad Batman with another bad Batman? It just nullifies the rest of the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, I like it, Dan.
Yeah,
Max?
I mean,
Oh, go ahead, Dan.
maybe Affleck can at least sound like Batman.
we shall see. You have some hope.
And now I'm done.
All
Max.
right, Max.
You think I should do the whole thing in crappy bat voice?
Yeah, it sounds great. I like it.
Okay, the top 10 reasons why this fucking thing is stupid. Fucking Robin is the Joker. What sense does that make? He would have gotten killed in the streets of Gotham as a shitty knockoff Batman. You acknowledge that Batman lived in the Nolan movies if Christian Bale comes back as Batman. Why would you introduce a character called Deathstroke where nobody knows who they are and he's calling himself Bruce Wayne until halfway through the movie you realize that he's Slade Wilson, Deathstroke the Terminator, when nobody knows what the fuck is going on, when you could just have him be Batman in the first fucking place?
Actually, hold on. I kind of like that one. that sounds like a great movie. 'Cause everybody's like, why is Batman such a dick? And in the middle of the thing, he's like, oh, that makes sense now.
Half of this fan theory revolves around Slade Wilson playing Bruce Wayne for an extended period of time. What the fuck? What the
I
hell is
kind of
wrong
like
with you?
it.
The only reason this got news press is because this guy did this so meticulously
Yeah.
that they were like, wow, look at this guy. And then everyone was like, oh, yeah, this is a great fan theory. Look at like, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, oh, my God. It is the dumbest shit ever. If anyone... Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the movies were exactly what this guy said, because this is the dumb shit that they think of that you end up with a Fantastic Four movie. Like, 10 people in a room would not veto this guy's movie.
As long as it has a dog and a love interest,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. God in heaven.
Oh my.
But anyway, proceed, Max.
I'm done. That was it. That's all I got. I half ranted in bad voice and cut my rant in to a quarter of what it
Oh. But you only got to 5.
I feel much better now. Actually, I suggest people do that all the time.
Oh.
Talking like wrestler bat voice.
It'll be a new segment. Yeah, Max rants in bat voice.
I'm just gonna rant at this idiot in bad voice. I don't think anyone else deserves it.
Oh yeah, I like it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't even think. Well, so I mean, the problem is it would actually take so much coordination to actually make half of what he said true. Anyways, that's the more interesting part. They would be more advanced than Marvel was, and they haven't released anything.
Oh, dude. It's like the one time I spent a good, 3 months trying to piece together how the prequels would work with the original movies. And, like, the theory I had the board on the wall with, like, all the strings and everything, and, everybody connected to everybody else. And the theory that I came up with at the end of that, which didn't even work, was less convoluted than this thing.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's it for the news topics. Unless anyone else has got anything else they want to bring up. Nope. All right. So we'll hop into video game news. So the big release this week is Halo 5 Guardians. So as an FYI, I've heard the marketing was just that, marketing. The story in the the story in the campaign is not quite what they sold it as Locke versus Master Chief. So just as an FYI, if you're expecting some masterful, amazing story there, apparently it's lacking. I haven't had a chance to play it. But that's what I've read in some reviews. I've heard it's still good. It's a very good game, but they just sold you something different. That's, of course, an Xbox One exclusive. For Dan over here, they've got WWE 2K16's coming out this week, man. You excited?
Kind of. I do have to get a new system to play the damn
No, you don't. Xbox 360 and PS3.
Oh, hey,
as well
cool.
as well as current.
So I can set up the whole card and then have Hell in a Cell end the way I wanted it to. Nice.
There you go. Exactly. Divinity Original. What was that, Max?
I'm just so very disappointed in Dan.
Amen. They've got the fans out there, and I've played a few of those games. I used to love them as a kid, especially those games. Those games were fun. I don't know about now. They've gotten more complicated.
WCW versus NWO for the N64, man. I was all over it.
Exactly.
We tried to play that during Comic-Con. It was awful. At least I was awful. I don't. It's like, how do I pick him up? Screw it.
Yep.
All right, and then so I've not heard any news about this, but I'll keep you all alert. But apparently, Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, because it's about death. An HD remake is coming out to PS4 and Xbox One. So I assume this means a Darksiders 3 is on its way, but I've not heard any actual news of that. Maybe they're just trying to do a release. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely, if I find any more news about it, I'll let you all know. I read the article about the release.
They've been mumbling about Part 3 for like at least 2 years now.
Yeah, more.
So,
ever since it came out. Go ahead.
They've got 2 more horsemen to go through, so they might as well.
Yeah, so I mean that's my best guess is that they're trying to release this to get the people that are on the current gen systems that didn't play it previously for a release coming up soon. But I would have almost think you would want to announce it and say, hey, you buy this, you get into whatever, a beta, or you get something free to try and sell it more. But we don't really have that marketing going on. So a game I'm excited for, I don't know if either of you have heard about this. It's called No Man's Sky. It's I don't know how to describe this. It's almost like a space exploration game where you can't actually shoot things and fight in spaceships. But you can also just discover things and build things and kind of like a Minecraft thing, but it's actually built in a 3D world with actual nice, pretty graphics, not all this block style. They released a release date for June of 2016. We'll see if they hold to that, because it's like 5 people developing this huge game. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll get it because it's only PC and PS4. Dan?
The game's got a lot of hype right now, and from the trailers that I've seen, it looks really sweet. So yeah, I'll probably end up buying a PS4 at some point so I can play Wrestling Max, and then I'll wander off and play No Man's Sky and whatever else. Maybe the new Batman I haven't played yet.
There you go, Max.
Yeah, I would not waste your time with any of that other bullshit you were talking about, and only play the Batman game. But No Man's Sky, this is the one where it's like you're in a galaxy, and like they have a bajillion populated planets for you to discover, and yada yada yada.
Yep.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool. I'm definitely not buying a PS4 just to play it, but I don't know. I like the idea of it. That is pretty cool. I saw them naming a planet. Stephen Colbert. I watched the video.
That's awesome.
Where they named like a weird hippo giraffe thing, Stephen Colbert, and it's cool.
Oh, that's awesome. And
it looks like a cool game. I'm probably not gonna play it though.
Yeah, like originally when it first got announced, there was no console exclusivity associated. They actually wanted to go on every system, but then I think. I can't remember, right before it got announced, I think 5 weeks later, they literally had like a flood in their entire studio. So the rumor was that it destroyed a lot of what they had done. And PlayStation came in after the hype initially of it getting released. I think might have revived them, but that's all been hush-hush. That's it as far as I've got for video game news. That's the big news for this week. Max, you got any comic book news for us?
Just something I read right now.
That's good. You've got news.
I didn't know this thing existed, and I just happened across it. Anthony Bourdain, the chef, he's got that show on Travel Channel.
Yeah.
He's got a comic book called Get Jiro, Blood and Sushi. I don't know if any of you've ever read the book Chew, but it looks like a crazy, weird, like bloody version of that, where people use food and all kinds of good stuff as weapons.
Interesting. I've not read that. Have you read that?
That just looked so crazy. I felt like mentioning.
I read some of two, yeah.
Pick that up, huh?
So
I read some of two, yeah.
I love Chew. I'll let you borrow it if you want. It's really good.
Cool.
But I don't
Max.
have any more comic book news. I did pick up that new Dragon Ball Z movie, the Resurrection F. So hopefully we'll be getting the Animaniacs together to watch that at some point in time. I've been good and not watched it by myself.
Oh, dude, you got more steadfastness than I do on that one.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully I get to watch it soon.
We've got some comic book news.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Scotty Young just released a new book. It is called Fuck Fairyland, and it is brilliant. Go out. You're probably going to have to ask for it because most places aren't going to put this on the counter. but it's really good, and I am hyped for the next issue for next month.
Is that a trade or is that just a single issue?
No, that's the first issue. It came out I think 3 weeks ago. But basically, this little girl gets caught in fairyland, and she wants to go home, so she just basically has to just go through everything, and it's pretty awesome.
It's great. She's like the death to fairyland.
Pretty much. Well, the backstory is I believe Scotty Young was doing a lot of like the kiddie comics and stuff, and he just got sick of it, and this is how he is unwinding.
Yeah, it seems like a bad acid trip.
Yeah, it kind of does, but that just better.
Yeah, that actually sounds kind of awesome.
Yeah, I kind of want to borrow that.
Not a problem, sir.
Yeah, we can trade. I'll let you read Chew. I'm up to date on Chew.
Okay.
I freaking love that. That comic book is so weird.
I think I read like the first 10, and then for some reason it got taken off the poll.
Yeah.
But,
well, I can definitely see making space for other things, but Chew's good. But again, I only read trades, so it's easier to just kind of wait.
Oh yeah, it's definitely easier to catch up that way. But so I think that's it for all our news tonight. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. Check us out at YouTube. Check us out here as you're watching us here.
Hello.
Hello again. Hey, welcome.
Exactly. Check us out on.
It's an endless loop. Sorry,
No,
Bill.
hey, we got to get Jason back on here. We got to start it over for everyone who just got in right now.
Jason starts talking people again.
Yeah, that was an awesome moment. I almost just wanted to watch it as he was just walking through the dark with the camera on his face.
Oh man, I'm probably gonna watch this video right after we're done. It's so good.
Oh my! But thank you all for joining us. Check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, and Facebook, and let us know if there's anything you want to hear from us. Hear any topics? You can join us anytime and ask any questions live on air. We're Tuesdays right now. There is talk that we might go to Sundays, but we need to discuss this. I said there is talk.
Who was talking? Where was I?
Apparently not involved. All right, Max. But thank you all for joining us tonight.